Going on, guys? LevelMDiecast. We are in the garage. We are getting ready for the gathering, and we're going to walk through, and I'm going to show you all the cool stuff I'm bringing down there, and it can all be yours. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go through this. This is in no particular order. This is just going to grab a tote, and we're going to go through and just kind of run down what is being taken. So, the first tote here, I do have some of these super stocks. These probably won't sell, but I do have some orange box stuff. One of these pro racers. I do have some IndyCar stuff in here as well. A couple of errors, some loose cars. Those will go with the other loose cars because there's a ton of loose cars. So, this tote is not all that particularly great. Kind of why we're going to start with that one. Next tote. This tote is a bunch of boxed models. Most of these will be relatively cheap. A lot of these are from the Collectors Club. They do have the models in there as well. So I do have a number of those. Even have a Matchbox soap mixed in here as well. So these all have models in them, except for maybe like one or two boxes. You know, old school yesteryear. That probably won't sell those. So these will be relatively cheap. $5 or less. Most of them probably just $1, maybe two for $1. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. Next tote. This one is also not particularly impressive. Kind of what's left over of the real working rigs I have. These will probably be super cheap. I do have a couple of better ones in here. These will be, you know, fair prices, maybe $10. And then plenty more of the Mattel Creations boxes in there. Some Porsches and stuff in there too. I don't have some of the models you might be looking for, but I have a pretty good selection of what's in there. Like I said, just a lot of real working rigs, what's left. Starting with the not so great stuff. Speaking of not so great stuff, this era of Matchbox, not that great. These will probably be $2 for $1. Hopefully I'll be able to move all these. I do have a couple of gentlemen coming that I think will probably scoop those up for me for the cheap price of $2 for $1. This tote is much better. This is going to be late 70s, actually early 80s through late 80s carded Matchbox stuff. Some stuff a little bit older in there, kind of mixed in as well. So those will be relatively good priced. Nothing more than maybe $10. Some of those blisters are pretty tore up. So you have to watch that. Get that over there. Next tote here. Some window box stuff. A lot of duplicates in here. These are going to be super cheap too. These ones will even be cheap too. A couple bucks on those. Most of these will probably be like $2 for $1. I'm going to blow them out. If you guys have gone to my room at the gathering before, you've seen I've had a lot of those before. This is it. This is the last of what I have. So just trying to move that out. This big huge tote down here, again, more of this era. There's a couple other cards in here that will not be $2 for $1, but for the most part, this stuff is probably going to be $2 for $1, maybe just $1. I'm just going to try to blow it out. Hopefully I can find somebody to scoop it all up. Like I said, I do have some pretty big profile buyers that are coming down. This green tote, this is all around the world stuff. There's a bunch of different ones in there. A lot of these are going to have UPCs cut off of them as I put together the set that I currently have. I created a ridiculous amount of duplicates, so that's just kind of the way that it comes out. So I do have that tote there. I do have a ton of these Model A trucks. Hopefully I can get rid of these as well. There's just a ton of them. Couple of, I guess, better ones on this side. Nothing particularly fancy. Not a fan of that casting. Just not feeling it. Not my style. These boxes right here in the front. This is going to be all the 80s stuff. So this is the one thing I want to tell you guys. If you're coming to the gathering, you really got to pay attention. Not everything is a variation, but if you see two, let's see if this one's a variation. So you have China base. And then you have China base. So that one's not a variation, but let's see. But then you have like, this one is Thailand plastic base. This one is China plastic base. This one is China metal base. And then this one is China metal base as well. So you really got to pay attention. And I have tons and tons of stuff. They're layers and layers and layers in here. These are those Matchbox display case trays. I will have a bunch of those available as well. So if you want to buy those, you can certainly buy those. I will probably have maybe 100 or so. Just some Super Kings. Still got to figure out how to wrap that one up properly because of his antenna. So I'll move that over there. Some memorabilia stuff. This is the Collectors Club box and card, but no car. So there was no car in the collection I bought, but somebody will want that. They might have the car and want a box. Some official Matchbox Collectors Club handbooks. There's 4 different styles. This one is no print, blue print, red print, and then this one is a different style of book. These are super, super cool. So those will be available for people who like the memorabilia. We got one of these Screaming Stocks. This still works for, looks like maybe Ernie Irvin. It's pretty cool. It's like brand spanking new, so that'll be down there. Another box of those mixed models. A couple of Super Kings in here as well, and then some laser cars. Again, all these trays. This whole thing's full. These are some of those bigger scale style pullback cars. So I will have those as well. So we're going to have a crazy, crazy amount of stuff. It's going to be the best stuff I've ever brought down to the gathering by far. By far. So we got that whole box full. Went through, these are the extra commandos that I didn't need. So those commandos are in there. I do have one twin pack here as well. So we'll have some twin pack action. But commandos, those will be available as well. I'll set that to the side. Now, normally I don't do cases. Normally I keep every single case, no matter what. I will make an exception this time because there's some cases I just don't want to keep. These will be relatively cheap, I promise. Oop, lost the light. There we go. Got motion lights in the garage. So I'll have this particular case. We'll have this one as well. This smaller, thinner one. This one from 1971. This thing is like almost brand new. It's in excellent, excellent condition. So we'll bring that one down there as well. This convoy one, this one's beat up a little bit, but it does have all the trays in it. So I'll bring that down. Somebody will want that one. This one is in really good shape. Really, really good shape. Has all the trays in it as well. They're not all busted up or nothing. This old school Mattel Toy Makers one, we'll bring that one down there. It does have both trays in there too, so that one will be available. And then the big honking guy. This thing is pretty much brand spanking new, and this is the big one that holds 24. This one's gonna be tough. I'll let this one go, but this one's gonna be tough. This one is in excellent shape. It's like practically brand new with both trays in there. So that'll be coming down there as well. So just be prepared for that. And then this tote here. This tote is going to have all the full sets and stuff. So I have a couple of Taco Bell sets in here. I got plenty of sets of the off-road. These are complete sets. Sets of the Mini Coopers. Those are complete sets. This is a complete set of Pro Racers. There's some mixed stuff in here. A couple of Lesney editions. Amazon mail-in from like, I don't know, 20 years ago. And then I have European Streets, the orange moving parts from last year, a bunch of other stuff like this. This is all going to be complete sets. They'll be good prices, I promise. I always have good prices. I don't beat around the bush, so throw that there. So we'll get this table cleared off and we'll see the next load. All right, everybody, we got our table reset. Yes, lots and lots of loose cars, but these aren't beaters. There's some beaters in here, but these are going to be what I call scratch and dent. So $2 each, 3 for $5. Some of them have a flea bite. Some of them are kind of beat up. If somebody wants them, we'll make a deal. But it's a little bit of everything. So we'll crack that case down. These are going to be some pretty good stuff. 80s Matchbox Universal Era. 3 each, 4 for 10. Can't beat it. Super good deals. Full case there. guy here. These are going to be your much better ones. These are going to be super fast. Mainly super fast. There might be some transitionals, but mainly just super fast. There's ones in the bottom too. These ones should be new condition. These will be 5 each or 3 for 12. Like you can't beat that. You can't beat that. I mean, like $4 for that guy. Come on. Another case down here. These popped open. Again, $3 each, 4 for 10. Tons and tons of Corvettes. There's some other stuff in there too, but again, pay attention to shade variations and base variations, windows variations, you know, clear windows, amber windows, all that good stuff like that. Even more here, more universal era. You're going to have China and Macau, or Thailand, one of the two. So just pay attention to all those. They're relatively sorted by model, as you can see. Pretty much everything is. Unless it's a rare variation or a higher end piece, that'll be kept separately. Let's see, we looked at that guy. Another one here. Tons and tons of stuff, man. Look at that. All those Citroens. It's good stuff. Real good stuff. Super cheap. Real good prices. More universal era. Some super fast in here as well. Again, 3 each, 4 for 10. Can't beat it. Smoking deals here. Again, 3 each, 4 for 10. Tons and tons of stuff. Laser wheels, all kinds of stuff in there. So get those popped down. Get this one popped up. Even more. Some Fiats, Fieros, Mustangs, all that kind of stuff like that. This one's going to be scratch and dent. So, like, these guys are in excellent shape, but they do have one set of headers broken off. This guy has both headers broken off, but I mean, other than that, it's practically brand new. So these are going to be super cheap. You know, all of these are going to be having some type of issue. This guy's pretty much mint. He just doesn't have the cargo on the back. So really good deals to be had. Really good deals for guys. This guy's just missing tracks. So I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff in here. Super cheap. 3 for 5, like it's pretty much the price of a mainline nowadays. More universal. Some glow racers in there. We talked about those the other day. Oop, oop, oop. More universal. Some older stuff. Like I said, lots and lots of variations, lots and lots of different stuff in here. So I won't go through every single tray, because we still got a ton to go through. This we're not even 20% through. More scratch and dent. Some of them are pretty beat up. Some of them are not so beat up. If somebody wants to make me a deal on all of them, I will do super cheap. But you can't have the cases. Sorry, case. Oh, that's the other thing. Cases are not for sale. Just throwing that out there. More stuff here. Roll-O-Matics. Again, 5 each, 3 for 12. A little bit of everything. I'm telling you guys, great stuff here. Super great stuff. If you're not going to the gathering, you're definitely missing out. Next case. Again, more really good stuff. More good super fast. Just a lot of good stuff in here. Super cheap prices. 5 each, 3 for 12. Like, you can't beat that. Get that done up. Next guy here. This one's a little bit less of a case. All those Mercedes trains. Want trains? Got plenty of trains. So throw those in there again. 5 each, 3 for 12. Get our light rolling. Real time, guys. We do this in real time. Next case here. This is the not so good stuff. This will probably be just $1 a piece. So, yeah, in the early 90s, a lot of that stuff. One of these cases is like the really good stuff. So these are the really nice ones. These ones are going to be $20 a piece. And that's underpriced. That's underpriced. I mean, take a look at that hot smoker. I mean, this thing is about a $40 car, so we're going half price on these guys here. Some of these transitional pieces as well. Mercedes especially nice. Some really nice pieces down in here. Camper, the green CJ6, the yellow Golf. That's a tough piece. Got your ISO Griffith. All these Roll-O-Matic trucks. I think this is the Gruesome Twosome, a road dragster. This is the better stuff, maybe some rare variations and stuff, but those ones are the really good ones. And this one, that's that case that still has the original tag on it. This is all going to be Roll-O-Matic military. So, I'm telling you, man, I got insane amounts of stuff. Let's go for another round. All right, another round here. So we did move all those cases up there. I do have another round of cases. Again, I'm telling you guys, not going to find this stuff any cheaper. These ones are the much nicer ones, $10 each, 3 for $25. A lot of these cars probably sell for 20 bucks each. You get 3 of them for 25 bucks. More stuff here. Mail trucks, stuff like that. That gun emplacement, which is a really cool piece. Again, 10 bucks each, 3 for 25. Undercut the prices. That's what we do here. These guys probably going to be 2 for $1. Not a very desirable era of Matchbox, so probably 2 for $1. But those are they're all mint. They're all new. Some more scratch and dent. Again, some of them are not that bad. Some of them are kind of beat up, but you guys can look through them. Some of them are just missing accessories, things like that. It'll be super cheap. 10-inch 3 for 25. Got all your Capris here, Cortinas, Chargers. So, Renaults. Really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. Got your F1 cars, got your Lotuses, military, tracks and everything on those guys. Lotus is down in there. I'm telling you, man. Really good stuff. You guys aren't gonna find better prices, I promise. Especially at a convention. Just saying. We got those, then we got this guy. Lots of piston poppers, Mach 1s, Pontiacs. Motorcycles down in there. You got your dragsters, Dragula, some Holdens, Golfs, stuff like that. All right. Oh, let's see here. And then I'll have one of those be relatively cheap, like 10 bucks. I'll bring that. That'll be free. So if anybody wants that, that'll be free. That'll also be free in case anybody wants that. And then those power grabs will be stupid cheap. I just need to get rid of those. I don't want those. So those will be available. All right, we got another round going on right here. Or maybe close to halfway through. Taking a look at this tote here. A couple of some paperwork, some memorabilia and stuff like that. Checklists and stuff. I don't know if that's going to be worth nothing, but it's in there. Premier 2-packs and stuff like that. These are those mail away 2-packs. One of these is the GTO with the wooden plinth. Some military stuff down in there. We do have one of the Teslas. Premier sets down in the bottom. Mostly Corvette, but some other stuff as well. I do have some Premiers, not a huge amount of Premiers, but I do have some. A lot of people have been asking. So I will have some, bunch of chases. Not particularly good chases, unfortunately. No Porsches or nothing like that. Some golden era style Matchbox. So lots of that stuff. That era of Matchbox. So plenty. I promise they'll be very reasonable priced. The cards they're not perfect, but they're pretty good. All right, get that back in there. Another tray of Matchbox series cars. These are going to be all kinds of series cars, candy, off-road, extras, singles, stuff like that. No sets or nothing in here, just a mixture of all kinds of stuff. Or also stuff that has like special cards and stuff. Nothing special, but it'll probably be like $2 a piece. Super reasonable prices. You guys have ever dealt with me at shows, you know I'm always super fair prices. Now this tote, this is the good tote. This is all old school, really good Matchbox. Really good stuff. This whole tote. So some of these are going to be a little bit up there. I mean, I can't let a 4Runner or something go, or something like that go for, you know, $5, but this will be good prices, I promise. Everything will be fair priced, I promise. It'll be way cheaper than you'll get it anywhere else, I promise. So we do have that. And then I have just some more junk main lines for the most part here. Not those though, a couple Land Cruisers, Super Kings, original king size. I do have one Corgi. I'll bring that Corgi. It's close enough to Matchbox. It's what I have it sitting around, so I'm just going to bring it. Some more. This box is pretty tore up. This box is kind of beat up as well, but those will be pretty cheap too. Maybe $10 a piece. So very, very fairly priced. All right, another round here. We do have a bunch of more series cars, and then I do have a ton of red editions. No Porsches, so I'm just letting you know, no Porsches. And then I have a bunch of these 7-Eleven promo cars from the 90s. So plenty of those. Tons and tons more mainline. Now these are all sorted by card, which technically sorts them by year for the most part. So one of the things I've noticed at the gathering is everybody struggles. If you just have 2,000 cars and you're trying to find a few cars, it just takes forever. At least if they're sorted by card art, you know exactly where to start looking. And if it's not there, then I don't have it. This is going to be later stuff, Hero City, that kind of era of all kinds of stuff, all kinds of different things in there. Again, these totes are full. I will probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 6,000 or 7,000 cars maybe available. This is all current modern day stuff. Now, I want to tell you guys, all the regular mainline stuff is going to be $2 each or 3 for $5, which basically puts it at $1.33 a car. So you can't, I mean, I'm telling you, we are liquidating. We're blowing out. Tons more stuff here. And I did sort them by, like, all the like cars and trucks type things are in sorted together, and then all your like generics and construction and all that stuff is separate. So I did try to make it a little bit easier for everybody to search. This is more modern day. It's going to include stuff all the way up until right now, basically. This tote as well. That tote's all modern day stuff as well. So still got more to go. All right, a few more things here. We do have some of these Mega Blasters. This is almost a full set. It's missing just one model. So those will be available. I was going to collect them, but I'm just going to let them go on to somebody else. These are factory cases of boxed models. Nothing fancy. It's just Camaro Police, but this factory sealed 2 case. So see if somebody wants that. These are some more boxed models. Super cheap. These are going to be super cheap. And then those are sleeves of window boxed stuff. Those will be super cheap as well. So a few more things to go still. All right, so much stuff. In case anybody was wondering if I'm going to have any moving parts, I would say, yeah, I might have a few. Might have a few moving parts. So if you're looking for moving parts, I probably have it. This tote over here is just going to be a bunch of random stuff. There's some 5-packs in here. Some of the treasure hunt cars. Got some Thunderbirds in there as well. A few more premieres. Like I said, there's some 5-packs on the bottom. Some collector stuff, but not very much in that tote. So this tote's going to have the originals. We got a super rig in here as well. More of those cars. Some original Super Kings down in here. Plenty more. Your Speed 6 set. It's a pretty good set. Some more Super Kings. Some White Rose stuff down in there. A lot more Super Kings. And then we have some Battle Kings. Stuff like that. So a lot of good stuff in this one. Really good stuff in this tote. Let's see if I can get everything back in there the way I had it. There we go. And then original boxed. I have a lot of these. So several. All the boxes are in good shape. Some pretty good stuff. So those ones will be going down there as well. All right, everybody. So it's 200 million degrees in my garage. Went through about 90% of what I'm bringing. It's not 100%. I like to have a couple of surprises for you guys when we get down there. But hopefully you'll make it down there. Hopefully you'll come buy some stuff. And hopefully I come home with a little bit. Just a little bit. Or maybe none. So anyways, peace.